Hey everybody, this is Teresa at whatwouldyourhairdressersay.com, an interactive blog for mostly teenagers, sometimes parents too. And I want to answer a question that was sent in. My friends were my friends yesterday and now they won't talk to me. What should I do? Have you ever seen Queen Bees and Wannabes or read the book? This is the story of girls, unfortunately. I'm sorry if this has ever happened to you. I'm sorry for the person who wrote this. I know this probably doesn't help, but all I can say is it is never a bad time to find out who your real friends are. And a real friend is not going to be your friend one day and not your friend the next. It is really traumatizing to have this happen because when you're middle school and up, even younger than that, it is a big deal. Your social life is a big deal, and it is so hurtful to go to school and you think everything is normal, and then all of a sudden nobody's talking to you, and it is really quite horrifying. So I'm really sorry. The only thing that I can really recommend is a couple things. One, if you can talk to them and just say, hey, I don't really know what the deal is, but if I did something wrong, I would like the opportunity to make it right. And if they just won't respond, I hate to say this, but you just got to move on. You got to drift over and to find some different friends. I've always told my daughters, I have 2 teenage daughters, and I've always told them that it is really smart to have a wide variety of friends. Now, when I grew up, I was a jock. So all my friends were sport people. And that is really tough if you're in a school like that where you don't really have a choice. You have to be friends with the jocks or the theater people or the music people or the brainiacs. In some schools you can be friends with everybody. And I think that I don't care what your school is doing, I think it's really important to have friends everywhere. So when this kind of thing happens, it is still incredibly hurtful, but it isn't as traumatizing when you have friends everywhere. So my suggestion, if you don't have friends everywhere, is to make sure that you always do going forward. And make sure that you don't treat someone like this. I'm really sorry. This is like such a girl thing to do. Most guys don't pull this stuff, but girls do it all the time. And I think it most of the time is because of social power. Like they have power over you because now you're afraid because this is scary and it's traumatic and you've just ruined my life. And that's kind of how it feels. And they haven't ruined your life. Have they made it really difficult? Absolutely. Is it fun? This is not fun. I'm really sorry. Now, one thing that you could do, I don't know how you feel about this, but it's different for everybody, is that you could talk to the school counselor and see if there was a way to pull your friend in and have a little meeting with the school counselor and say, hey, like, what's the deal? Obviously I did something wrong, or you're just being mean. And if they're being mean, you don't want to be their friend anyway, because this will absolutely happen again. And real friends have your best interest at heart. This person does not. Now, that doesn't mean that this person can't change, but you certainly don't have to sit around and wait for them to change, hoping that this will be different someday. If they change and they figure out this was a bad idea and they come to you and say, I'm really sorry. That was the meanest thing I could have ever done. Would you forgive me? Great. That's a great start. If they don't, they don't. And most of the time when people treat other people bad, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with how they feel about themselves. And sometimes they do this because of jealousy. I think that's pretty common. Probably the most common thing among girls is jealousy. You might be prettier than them. And God forbid you are pretty and smart and athletic and your family has money. Oh my goodness. Oh, and don't forget, you have a good body. Can't have all those things, So they try to just tear you down in a different way. So sometimes, unfortunately, it's jealousy. And you just have to try and find friends that are encouraging to you, because that's a real friend. What you have going on here, that's not a real friend. You thought they were friends, and that's why it's so traumatic. But like I said, it is never a bad time to see when your real friends are there for you. And now you know this isn't somebody that you want in your life. So I hope that helps. Again, I'm really sorry. This isn't fun, even if you're an adult. And sadly, some mean girls never outgrow being mean, and this still happens when you're an adult, but not as much, because we've been through enough stuff in life that we figure out that it's not fun. So hope it helps. I will see you on the web and with another question. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.